going? Welcome to another week, another show of Geekonomics. We're back. Marc and Bryon here with Josh, the producer in the back, pressing the buttons, doing the things that make the things happen. There he is. It's dark in there. Anyways, turn your light up or something. Jeez.
It's all the way up. We went through the...
We didn't check your camera, but turn the light up in there. You'll be fine. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. I'm sure Brian's got a bunch of stuff. I know he finished watching Shorsey finally.
Yes.
We're after multiple weeks of waiting. We'll be reviewing Shorsey finally.
And Daredevil episode 4.
Yes.
We'll be talking about that.
Yes. It was an intense episode.
It was.
The actuator in my chair is starting to go. I could feel it.
All right. Well,
so
we
I might
have
be adjusting my chair.
Comic shows we have to promote.
We do. You go start, and I'll adjust my chair.
Okay. This weekend, March 30th, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., we have Cliff's. He does this every month, but this is the last one before his big one.
Yes.
This is the Plainville VFW at 7 Northwest Drive, Plainville, Connecticut. It's going to be going from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., but the reason you got to go to this one is new Brenda.
Yes, brand new Brenda. Savage Stories of Brenda.
Yes.
So it's a side story to the main story.
And it's a takeoff of Savage Sword, Conan.
Yes.
Which is kind of cool.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Stego is the name of this book.
Yes.
The main character, the main Stego, is the logo for this month's show.
Very cool. I like it.
So you could see that on the screen as we're talking about it.
And on the flyer, it says, New Brenda.
Yes.
Cake and prizes.
Cliff
is bringing cake?
Getting a cake made special for the debut of the book.
Wow.
Yes. So
admission is $2.
You're
Under
correct.
12 is free. So please come check it out this Sunday.
Yes.
At the Plainville VFW.
And as an added bonus, if you buy a Brenda book, you could win a pack of Pokemon Journey Together. I have no idea what that means, but I know it's Pokemon of some sort.
And it's a journey together.
A journey together.
It's a better journey together than to journey alone.
That's what I tell. That's what I hear.
That's what I say all the time. I tell
know,
people.
You say that all the time.
I say
you're saying that so much. I tell you to shut up.
I say Pokemon Journey Together.
Yes. You say that just randomly.
It's the new card set. I just looked it up.
It's a card set?
Yeah, it's like red and I can't remember what the sword and shield. Like it's the new set of cards.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was this generation's Live, Laugh, Love.
It could be. It could be. Pokemon Journey Together.
Yeah,
it's like Scarlet and Violet, and like it's the new set of cards, I guess.
I thought it was a.
He says that like I know what Scarlet and Violet means.
No, but
these are words I would see on a pillow at Bed Bath & Beyond.
Yeah, Pokemon Journey Together.
It's a $250 value.
At home. For one pack?
No, it looks like it's a box.
Oh, you get to win a box.
That's what it says a pack, not a box. So you win a pack. So a pack.
I was going to say, Matt's book's good, but I mean, that's a big prize
you
you're
get
giving away for buying a book of
You get
Matt.
a pack.
Well, I mean, that'd be great.
It's a pack attack.
It's a pack attack. Yes, it's win a pack of Journey
not a box,
Together.
A pack.
Pokemon Journey Together.
We don't want to lead anybody.
We don't want anyone leading anyone on here.
Yeah.
All you do is just go and buy Brenda.
Pack.
Yeah, that's all you got to do.
There's 4 issues, and now this is the 5th one of Brenda. So you can get the whole set. The whole set will be available.
Yeah, I'm gonna see him. I mean, I probably won't make it out to this, but I'll see him at the next big show.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, you're all excited about going. Now all of a sudden you're not going. Nice.
Hold on.
Nice.
This is a segue. If I don't make it to this one, you could also see Matt Ryan at Cliff's After Dark Toy and Collectible Show, April 18th, which is Good Friday, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Yes.
And unofficially, early bird starts around 5 p.m.
Correct.
Costume contest with cash prize, free caricature by Matt C. Ryan at the Doubletree Hotel.
C stands for caricatures.
Yep. At 42 Century Drive, Bristol, Connecticut. This is going to be a big one because it's at night.
It's the big show because right across the street from ESPN.
A lot of
people
like this because it's at a hotel.
Yes.
You got a lot of looky-loos that
you can
have
buy
no
a
idea
comic,
what's going on.
Go upstairs for an hour. You know, you can do all you need to do.
It's not one of those hotels. It's not.
No, I meant like the restaurant. You can go down the hall.
Restaurant's not upstairs. The
restaurant's
on the same floor.
Down the hall.
Anyway, so
good food at the restaurant too.
If you can't make it out this Sunday to see Matt, he will definitely be at ClipsCon After Dark
Next
as
month,
well.
yes.
On Good
He will
Friday.
be there, yes.
Yeah. I'm just saying because Saturday night at 6 p.m., we have wrestling.
We do.
And this is going to be we've already talked about this. It's going to be a big one because
It's going to be.
first WWE ID match
Yes.
in our
There's
area.
a lot going on there at the old Blitzkrieg
So
Pro Cooler.
I'm just saying,
Through being cool.
my schedule might be a little packed this weekend, so
I know,
probably
because
not
you're
going
going
to
to
go
get full of
Sunday.
pierogi and kielbasa, and you won't be able to.
Oh yeah,
There is so much going on this weekend too.
Yes.
Because
This is I've been joking with Claire that this is like my hell week. I feel like I have something every day this week. Like starting yesterday, I was at the Trauma Museum for an event thing that they had there. Until next Sunday, I have something every day.
right.
So it's like a week of just
Stuff.
nonstop stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Thompson Hall, otherwise known as the house that pierogi's built, through being cool Saturday. Former WB star Paul London will be in attendance.
Yes.
Bedlam
Perfect.
champion CPA will be there.
Nice.
MLW's Cruel will be there. WWE ID prospects Marcus Mathers and Sean Legacy.
Gonna be good.
And I thought Bryce Donovan was going to be there. Is that not happening now?
I thought so too.
No. Charles Mason, Becca, Bobby Lando, and many more.
Yeah.
no, I think Donovan is at the next one or the.
No, they announced it on March 13th. Blitzkrieg Pro will host a WWE official match. Bryce Donovan versus Sean Legacy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's probably just not in the slides
Yeah.
because it's a separate.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So there's a lot going on. I know there's, I'd seen,
Doors open at 6:15,
yes.
so we probably should head out at 6, because last time we had it out. I mean, we had out around 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
My brother's going. Is Matt C. Ryan going?
I got to check with him and find out.
Because I know tickets, they had 70 left as of last week.
Yeah.
Text him now.
So Cruel will be up against Charles Mason. Another match, Bobby Orlando versus Marcus Mathers versus your favorite, Ryan Mooney.
Mm-hmm.
Rabies.
Rabies. He's great. We got to
Yeah.
get him on the show.
So that and so much more. There's tons of matches. I'd seen a list earlier of all the different matches, but
That's
yeah.
fine. That's fine.
So it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, it should be really
It's
awesome. We're looking forward to it.
Let's see here.
Come for the wrestling, stay for the impaling. You know, just like a AEW. You see that
Blitzkrieg Pro
guy?
Championship.
I did. I
Even
saw.
Claire was like, "Did you see that guy that got impaled?"
Yeah,
I'm like, "Yeah, that was weird. Why would you put that on television?"
that's what they like to do.
Mark,
What?
it's Sammy Diaz versus CPA
Yes,
for the Bedlam Championship.
correct.
Cruel versus Charles Manson. Andy Brown versus Paul London.
Yes.
There's a Blitzkrieg Pro Tag Team Championship 4 Corners Elimination match
Ooh.
Yep.
Tense.
Those are fun.
with Ancestral
ECDC.
Shooters, Miracle Generation, who are the champions.
Yes.
Becca and TJ Crawford, and East Coast Bastards Crew.
Yes.
Angelo Carter versus Jay George.
Yep.
And then the Jensen Scramble with Will Strauss, Ashley Vox, Dante Drago, Nick Robles, and Eric Chacha.
Yeah. And more.
It's gonna be
And-
fun-filled, man.
And it's a
then-
double
and
bill
then-
because I think there's another show beforehand.
Yeah, I think that's beforehand. But then it's also the Blitzkrieg Pro WWE ID official match.
Yeah.
Bryce Donovan versus Sean Legacy.
Okay.
There you
There
go.
you go.
It's
So
on there.
It's there.
Yeah.
They just did like their stuff as one, and then the
Gotcha.
ID as a separate.
Gotcha.
So that should be a fantastic night. So
Yeah.
Sunday, I'm probably just want to stay home because this past Sunday I was gone all day.
Now you're at the Mansfield.
I did Mansfield
How'd
opening
that go?
opening day.
Wasn't a warm day yesterday.
Well, I knew it was going to be cold, but
Little did you know it was going to be windy and cold.
I didn't know about the wind.
Didn't it even rain too?
No, we didn't get any rain.
I rained
But
up here.
Later than day it did.
it didn't rain in Enfield until like after it got dark.
Yeah.
Anyway, the show was amazing.
Yeah.
Like I woke up at 4:30.
Oof.
I was out of my house by 5 a.m.
Ouch.
I was there by 6 a.m. I actually got in line pretty up close.
Yeah.
So I actually got a good
decent spot.
A good spot.
Yeah.
So anybody who has never vendored there before, the doors open at 7 a.m. So you have an hour to set up.
For anyone who doesn't even know what you're talking about,
Mansfield
this is
Flea
at the
Market.
Mansfield Drive-In.
Yeah, the flea market is very well
Mansfield,
known
Connecticut. Yes.
in this area.
Yeah.
It was opening day.
Yeah.
So I wanted to sell at opening day just to experience it. I get there at 6, sat in my car for an hour.
Took a nap.
I watched my phone,
I would
YouTube
take a
or
nap.
whatever. So doors open at 7. You got an hour to set up.
Yeah.
I am like going, gusts of wind are coming through, knocking things over, and the people next to me are like, "Oh, it's gonna be one of those days." And I'm like, I didn't know about the wind.
Yeah.
It's
a
outside.
big open field.
But
It's outside, Brian.
And a big open field.
I was opposite side. I was down near the building, not where the actual movie theater part is.
Gotcha.
But anyway,
The screens.
it was, so it made it all worth it. It was 5 minutes of, right? And I look at the gate.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So many people waiting to come in.
Yeah.
Because there's 2 entrances,
Yeah,
top and bottom. I'm at the bottom.
Yeah.
And there's this gate and it's closed and it was packed. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh boy, this made it worth it.
Yeah.
So they opened that gate, man. Busy. So busy that I
like
forgot
Black
I was
Friday.
cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was so cold that when I was counting money or like
Change or anything.
my fingers were so numb.
Yeah.
And it like almost like was painful. I couldn't grip anything.
Yeah.
Tape. This is how windy and cold it was. I couldn't tape signs on anything. The tape would not stick.
Yeah.
I could not write with a pen.
Yeah.
I usually keep track of everything. The pen ink was frozen. I couldn't, so I just skipped it. But I was there until 2:00.
Yeah.
At 1:30, everybody just starts packing up.
Yeah.
Like, and I
Getting
held
out of
out.
Dodge.
I held out till 2. I actually
Yeah.
made some more sales.
Yeah.
Because you have a lot of late people.
Late
Stragglers.
bookerloos.
Yeah. So 2:00, I started wrapping things up. The sun was actually warming things up around
Yeah.
2:00. It actually felt 40.
Yeah.
Whereas we were in the 20 degrees
Yes.
at 8 in the morning.
Yeah.
But it was a good show. Greg from our pal Greg, who sells at vendors, he
Yeah.
came by. Our
Nice.
pal Cliff, there's another Cliff.
Yeah.
He came by and said hi.
Yeah.
Kevin, who sells video games
Yeah.
at Manchester, he came by and said hi. So I saw the regulars. So it was successful, man. I did very well. I met a lot of cool people. I had a fun time. I was beat afterwards. I was exhausted. I got home, and, man, I just didn't want to do anything.
Yeah.
I got home by 3:30, 4 o'clock. Because it's still about a 45-minute drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was intense. It was like,
So you do it again, you think?
my plan is to do it once a month.
Yeah.
That's my plan.
Yeah.
On top of
The other stuff.
my other stuff, because there's a lot of things that sell I want to get rid of cheap, and I give people a good deal.
Yeah.
Like, they want, this is a place they want.
It's a flea market.
They want
That's what they're there
cheap
for. Yeah,
deals.
they want for bargain basement
And
stuff.
I got stuff that I just want to get rid of, and
Yeah.
I'm willing to. The stuff I'm willing to go dirt cheap on.
Yeah,
this
you
is the
can
place.
kind of get rid of all that stuff.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
this is it.
Yeah.
All my majority of video game stuff that I brought gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it was a good time. And I don't know if you guys know, Josh, I watch a lot of YouTube. There is a YouTube channel, Fleabin Adventures, I believe it's called. So this guy,
I watch Froggy Flips. He's in the Midwest. Same kind of
so
thing.
there's a guy locally.
Fleabin, he goes to the malls and stuff.
Yeah, he goes to the malls, all the flea markets and stuff.
Yeah.
And he did last year's final day at Mansfield. And he goes, I'm going to be at the first day, and I'll put a video about that out.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
Now he goes, he does these videos with his mom.
Yeah, he walks around.
So I recognized his mom, but
Yeah.
it took me a minute because I was so busy.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, that woman looks so familiar, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
And then he bought something for me, and As soon as he talked, I knew his voice,
Yeah.
so I gave him his change, and I saw the camera, which
Yeah.
I always wanted to know how he was doing it.
Yeah.
He's got
It's
attached.
like a GoPro.
It's attached to a shirt, his
Yeah.
jacket. So I just go, I love your channel, by the way. And he goes, oh, thanks. I go, I recognize you by your voice. He was like,
Yeah.
that's what most people, because he doesn't
Yeah,
show his
he
face.
doesn't show his face because he's got the camera mounted to
Yeah.
his chest.
But I recognize his mom.
Yeah. So
I'm-
he's done like the Enfield Mall. He's
Yes.
gone like
Yes.
walked around the mall and
Yes.
talked about the different things.
Yeah.
He does all the malls.
So I put his show on when
Yeah.
I'm getting ready for my shows because it's
Yeah.
just an easy watch. It's
Exactly,
just
yeah,
background
yeah.
music, not music, background
Yeah.
noise. But I like what he does, and it was just kind of cool that
Yeah.
I will see my little shop.
Maybe. Yeah, if you make it.
He bought something for me,
Yeah.
and he was filming, so
Yeah.
maybe I'll make it.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. I don't know. You get more
It's
excited
like that
about
15
YouTubers than
when we're like
celebrities.
YouTubers technically
Yeah,
at the same time.
Mm.
Just not really popular YouTubers, but we're there.
we're there.
We're on it.
We're on it. We're doing something.
We don't really promote we don't really do anything to get people to watch it, but we're on it.
We're on it.
If you're watching it, you're watching us on it.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah, but it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That he bought something from he bought
Yeah.
a Star Trek thing, which it was weirdly because I knew he liked Star Trek because of his
Yes,
buying
videos and stuff.
videos. So I was like, I wonder if he'll buy this, and he
Yeah,
did,
there you
which
go.
was kind of funny.
Wow. Yeah, no, I've watched Froggy Flips is a guy who does like in the Midwest. He goes around and the different shows in the Midwest and buys stuff, and he goes to like tag sales and that kind of thing and buys stuff, and then he keeps some stuff, but then he also flips other stuff.
Oh, I've never
So,
heard of
yeah.
Froggy Flip. I watch a lot of these shows.
Yeah,
They've
so
become.
it's pretty cool. He does mostly toys, so that's why I've kind of get into it every once in a while.
You think about it, it's like back in the day when
Fall
we
down a
had
rabbit hole.
cable, you would watch like the house flipping shows.
Well, they
or
had
that
like
kind
I
of
used to
stuff.
remember. I can't remember the channel it was on. I want to say like the Great America Network channel or something. They used to do the one at Brimfield all the time, where they'd go and flip the things they'd buy at Brimfield. It was like a competition game. You had to like go and buy something or things at Brimfield, and then like restore them and turn them into something else, and then sell them at Brimfield. And whoever made the most money off of their purchase won like $10,000 or something.
Wasn't
Jeez.
that based off like a PBS show?
It was kind of like a PBS show, but
Yeah,
it was like
because I remember-
on like GAC. It was also on like I want to say HGTV or whatever. It was
Yeah.
on like multiple channels, but it like I'll come across it randomly. But it was like Flea Market Flip or something.
Flea Market Finds.
Flea Market, yeah, there it is. Flea
that's
Market
what it was.
Finds.
So the gentleman I'm talking about, Flea Bitten Adventures.
Yes.
I wanted to make sure I said his name,
Yeah.
his channel correctly.
Yeah,
But yeah, it was cool.
yeah, it is
That-
cool. He goes out on all the dead malls and all the regular malls and like
Yeah,
talks about like places and things like
I
that.
love his channel. It's very
Yeah.
entertaining.
We should have gave him flyers to the different shows. He could have started doing the other shows.
He was filming, and I didn't want to bother him, and I was super busy. So
Yeah.
all I said was, I'm a fan of your channel,
Yeah,
and I didn't want
it'd be a good place to
it's
promote
crazy.
your other shows you're associated with.
I will.
No, I'm saying like in the future, like when you
Oh,
go to
yeah, yeah.
Mansfield,
yeah.
take flyers for the other shows and have them at your table, whatever.
I know. No, I did. I did hand out Cliff's flyers
Yeah.
for this weekend to people.
Yeah.
That because some people were like, "Are you going to be back next weekend?" And I was like, "No, but you should go to this show." So I
Yeah.
did hand out flyers for Cliff.
There you go.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I did make sure to
For
hand
the
out.
hotel show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for this weekend
Oh,
show.
for the
'cause
March. show.
Cliff gave me flyers for that.
Oh, okay.
I don't have flyers for the hotel show
Yeah, you
yet.
should do the one for the. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the music thing we're doing in Hartford, Brian?
I had those flyers out
Yeah,
too.
good.
Yeah.
That's,
Good
Mark
boy.
gave me flyers and I brought them out.
Yeah, heartbeat, baby.
I had them on my little table when people were looking at pins, and if I saw them wearing music shirts or like the the crowd.
Yeah, you get the people that you know. Yeah.
I actually handed out like 4 or 5 of those to
Nice.
people. I just said, hey, if
If
you're
you
into
like music, you might like this.
I went by if they bought a pin.
It's
and
like if
they
I
had
do
a shirt that
It's
was
like
musical.
that's why I get
or
people in the
whatever.
Matt's booth. Hey, can you read this?
Yeah. Funny, you know what's weird? You know those anime
Wasn't that
statues?
a PCU thing?
What?
Wasn't that in PCU?
Yes.
Can you read this?
Can you read this? Yeah, that's from PCU.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know those anime?
No one else has ever gotten that.
I know.
That I just say
as soon
that
as
all
you
the
said
time.
it, I'm like, wait a second. I know.
I
what
say
that
it like I
is.
think like 2 people have ever gotten that. Hey, can you read this?
I've never seen PCU. So.
Oh,
It's a great movie.
It's a great politically
Jeremy
correct
Piven,
movie.
Jon
Yeah.
Favreau.
You know those anime statues
Everyone
that
gets
Matt
nice.
Ryan gave me?
Yes, his daughter's statues.
And yeah, I end up. 2 of them didn't have the actual stands,
Oh, okay.
so they just had pegs on the bottom of their feet. So
Yes.
you have to go. So I put them in my half-off bin.
Yeah.
Originally, I saw them $20 a piece.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I feel bad because these statues don't come complete.
Whichever.
I put them in my half-off bin. Some guy
Gone.
who I would never.
Yeah.
This big dude, really
Yeah.
nice, tons of patches, very
Yeah.
musical inclined, like
Yeah.
punk bands and stuff.
Yeah.
I told him about the music fest.
Yeah.
He's looking in there, and then he starts poking around, looking at the anime statues. I did not peg this, and I said to him, I go, if you want all 3, I'll cut you a deal because these don't have
The
Bases.
bases. The other one doesn't need a base.
Yeah.
And he's like, let me think about it. So he leaves, and he comes back, and I'll take you up on the deal. Sold
Yeah.
all 3.
There you go.
But it was just didn't peg the guy.
Yeah.
Like a picture of Jeremy Hutzel kind of fella.
So now you can use those funds to buy a new Brenda book
Oh yeah, I'm buying the Brenda book this
Yeah.
Sunday or when I see him
next month.
Next month.
More than likely next month because you're not going to make it Sunday.
No, I'm gonna.
You're not going to be there.
Not gonna do anything on Sunday.
You should just ask him to bring him with him Saturday if he's coming Saturday. And just buy him from then.
But is he coming?
Well, if I find out he's coming, I'll tell him to bring
All
books
right,
with him.
all right. That's fine.
So you just buy him from then, so you don't have to go Sunday.
That's fine. I'll do that.
I don't think he'll care when he sells them.
Well, I don't know if he's showing up on Saturday.
Well, I don't know either, but I'm saying if you find out he is,
All right.
we'll make that happen.
All right, make it happen, Captain. You can buy your copy too.
I'll be there Sunday. I usually try to negotiate that as my payment, so I don't have to
You don't
work for free.
support the local artists?
I help him sell the books. How much more support does he need?
And knowing Matt, he'd be like, "Oh, you don't have to pay for it." And it's like, "No, I want to support you. I'm buying it."
Yeah, no,
All right. Well, we've covered all the shows. I went
Yes.
over Mansfield this past Sunday, which was awesome.
Yeah.
I'll be doing it again next month at some point. I don't know when. Next month's going to be busy.
Oh,
it's going to be
course.
busy.
Speaking of coming up this weekend, Scannick Splash.
Oh,
They're doing the Scannick Splash again.
canoe race down the Scannick River.
Oh, who's
It's gonna
doing
be
that?
freezing.
I don't know. People
More-
do.
Oh, I
more-
thought Josh
more-
was doing
no,
it the
no,
way he
more-
was talking.
No,
More
he
than
goes-
likely, my neighbors.
It used to be one
kids
of
are gonna
my
do
mom's favorite things every year to go to that. She used to love that for some reason.
Don't
I
they
don't know
do
why.
tubing there?
They used to.
They used to. Now they do.
But now they do like an actual canoe
kayaking
race. You
and
start in
canoe
summers.
races.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it starts at the Summers
Summers
Dam. It works
Scannick,
its way down
like
to
boat
the Scannick.
Mm-hmm.
launch.
Yeah, I know where that is.
And then like you canoe all the way down to the rapids by the barn at Potter Hollow.
oh my lord!
And that's like the finish line.
But it's very shallow over there now.
Yes.
I can't imagine them doing it right now because it's
Yes. They do it. And
The depth of the water doesn't mean anything if the water is moving.
yeah, because it's
'Cause
canoe also.
It's
You're not,
canoes
like,
and
that
kayaks.
deep.
It's supposed to.
like I understand.
Yeah.
But
But I'm
it's
just
going
saying
to
the
be
river's not
freezing.
that. Like if we're in a drought, it's kind of hard. You're hitting rocks and stuff.
Well, yeah.
They hit. Even when there's a lot of water, they hit rocks.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah, the rocks are big.
yeah.
There's boulders in there.
All right. So when's this happening?
This Saturday.
At 11.
Are you going?
Yeah. Kylie, Mariah, and I are probably going.
Yeah, we used to
Oh.
go. My mom used to love going to it. We'd go
Ah.
to Subway beforehand,
Mm-hmm.
get sandwiches or wherever.
No, where do you
Then-
go to watch?
The-
Do you
Right
go
on the
bridge.
bank there, right as you get off,
You
you
go
go
to
over the little bridge
and
next
then
to
there's
the
a
barn.
little park
Yeah.
area.
There's a little park lot area
Yeah,
right there.
yeah.
Usually park there, you park at the barn, and then walk across, and you can go. There's like, it's like a little park area right there next to the
I've been over
Scannick.
it.
So you
Yeah,
can like
yeah,
sit
yeah.
there and you just bring folding chairs, whatever.
Okay. And
kinda
you just
just
wait
sit
for the
out.
pet. That's the ending?
That's the ending. So
Oh,
you like
okay.
see them like
And
they
that's-
finish underneath the bridge.
And that's
on
the
the other
most
side of the bridge.
exciting part because that's where
Yeah, that's
most
like
of the rapids
most.
are, and that's where people
Yeah.
flip and roll.
Yeah, that's where like the most like difficult part of the.
Yeah. As a kid, we used to go in that water and hang out all day.
Oh, I used
on
to-
Yeah.
summertime.
I used to swim further up, closer to what's the Skidco area.
Yeah.
My friends lived on the river there.
Yeah, we used to go there when I lived in Skidco. We
Yeah.
would hang out there. You guys remember the dog? This is not that long ago, but do you remember the dog that
With the
would?
milk carton?
Yes, he would
Yeah.
sit. He looked like a human. He would sit on the fence, and
Yeah.
he'd have
Yep.
the milk carton of water or
Yeah,
something.
it was
Yeah.
milk. It was he would walk. He would walk with his own water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, this was like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
This was
Yeah.
Yeah, I think his dog's name was General or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, so it's a family
Local
thing.
people.
My mom used to love going. So they
Are
still
you
go.
going, Mark?
No.
Okay.
You want Mark to get up early on a Saturday to watch people?
Oh yeah,
God.
what time do they hit the finish line?
It's like 11 o'clock in the morning.
They think they leave Summers at 11, so they get there around noon.
Okay.
And then there's also like stages. So there's a junior division, a senior division.
It goes all the way up to like professional level.
Now, what if it's raining? Because we're supposed to get
Still
rain.
happens.
It's water. They don't mind.
Still happens, right?
No, but my question is, do you still go if it's raining?
Oh,
Sometimes.
yeah.
If it's not too bad, you bring an umbrella.
You gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
But you can't walk down on the side on the banks.
Yeah, because you don't want to slip and fall.
Yeah, or into the water, and then it'd be a bad situation.
Yeah.
But yes, they will still canoe down the river.
Oh, I understand that.
They're in
I'm
water
just,
already.
I'm just wondering if people actually go watch in the rain.
Yeah, that's not like hugely attended. It's
Yeah.
like a thing.
Yeah.
It's a local thing, you know?
Yeah. Now, does it benefit anything? Is it for charity?
I think it goes to the food shelf.
Food shelf? It used to
Yeah, I
go to
can
the
look it
food
up.
shelf. Might be
Okay.
Loaves and Fishes or something like that. I don't know.
Well, that's cool.
I'm assuming it goes somewhere. I don't know where it goes.
We hope so. We hope
Yeah,
it goes somewhere.
hopefully it goes somewhere. I don't know.
Goes to Joe Bob's
It goes
pockets.
to, you know.
A little for me, a
Jimmy's
little
Chicken
for
Shack. A
you.
little for me, a little for you. One for you,
One
two for
for
me.
me.
One for you, two
It
for
goes to
me.
the Enfield
Jimmy's
food
Chicken
shelf.
Shack.
You know.
Enfield food shelf.
And
Okay.
for food. There you go.
Thank you, Josh.
It
Thank
is
you.
All right, so that's
There's
this
a
weekend.
novice and an expert. It's 2 miles for the novice, 5-mile race for the expert.
Yeah.
Starts at
And they have a donation bin
11.
too you can drop off.
yeah.
You can bring
They usually
canned
have
goods
the-
and do
Nice.
that as well.
So it's for a
I
good
think they'll have the
cause.
Yeah.
van there. They'll
They
have
have food
food
and
van
monetary
down by the
donations
river?
during the.
it's the food truck van down by the river.
They'll be accepting.
Down by the river.
Speaking of which, they're coming in to do their show.
They will be accepting food and monetary donations.
Thanks,
Nice.
Josh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So
We appreciate your research and work you do.
I appreciate it. Thank you. I didn't know about this until just now. So
You've never
You've
heard
never
of the
been?
Skinnick Spring Splash?
yeah,
It's been like
I've heard
30-something
of it.
years of it.
but I've never attended.
Bet you Dan's going to be in it. He's right there.
Yes.
He lives right there. Why wouldn't you do
I
it?
think him and his mom are actually
They're a
canoeing.
great
Tandem.
duo.
You can do tandem.
You can. That's what the canoes. You do the tandem.
So there you go. I think
Yeah.
they're in it.
Our
Dan's
neighbors.
the back because he's tall.
Yep.
He's
Mark.
rudder.
He's a rudder.
Dan
car-
Rudder Wilkinson. That's what we call
He's
him.
got it.
We call him Rudder.
All right.
Our
Let's step
neighbors.
away
did-
from
call him
this.
Ruck
neighbors-
for short.
Oh, Jesus.
Let's move on.
I'm trying to say something, but no.
What? Josh?
What?
Our neighbors do it. The Carlos.
Cool. You set yourself up for that one. You walked right into that one.
I know, but I kept trying to say it. You kept making fun of Wilkinson. I'm like,
The Bryanism for
finally
this week
just
goes
went,
to Josh. Oh, man.
Cool story, bro.
Cool, man. Cool.
Cool.
Hey, Daredevil.
Hey, John Oliver, you. I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself.
All right.
Cool.
We have a few things to talk about. Mark, you catch up on
Shorsey.
anything? I mean, I know we're going to talk about Shorsey, but
No, let's get this show going. Jesus.
yeah. You finished
What?
Severance? How was your week? You catch up on anything?
Two people talking.
I'm trying to move on.
Josh, stop talking.
I'm trying to move on. I'm trying to move the show along.
Jeez Louise. And your microphone's not loud enough out here,
Yeah,
so
you're-
it's like we're like
you are-
straining to hear you.
You are very soft.
Just so you know.
Well, then it's someone did something.
Well, probably James. You know.
Yeah, go
yes.
on. Mythic Quest season finale. Season finale is this Wednesday.
Yes. There is another season.
I did
looked-
catch.
looked
I
that
did catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Been watching Mythic Quest. It's amazing.
Mhm.
I finished Severance this weekend sometime. What else have I been watching? Brain.
I know.
That
right?
was a busy weekend. I had a thing at the Toronto Museum yesterday. They did their town hall, the first one. Like talking to the volunteers about our strategic plan for the year and everything. So that was a good time. Then I stopped at my in-laws, talked to them for a little bit, picked up Claire's birthday card from them. So did that. Besides that, it's just been a lot of work stuff. We had
ETV.
EQ TV was last
Who
week.
was the band we had on?
Haunting Titans
I
was
always
the name of the
forget that
band.
name. But they were fantastic.
I know.
I
You're
can't
really
wait.
into it.
I can't wait till everybody gets to see them.
Yes.
I mean, I think the season's been on fire so far.
It has been good. We've been hitting pretty hard on the bands
And
lately.
they all been sounding. I think this is the best sounding so far. Like I think the
Yeah.
bands sound fantastic.
Yeah.
But they were. Yeah, it was an awesome show.
Yeah. Nicole did a great job as always.
Yes, with some coaching, she did
Yeah.
fabulous.
I know Brian was excited that he didn't have to host, so that was
always
yeah.
excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like other than Mystic Quest, which we'll talk about the season finale next week. We'll give it a review. I finished Shoresy this morning.
I've finished it a month and a half ago.
Well, it came out in February, so about a month ago.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
We can give it a Geekonomics review right now. This is going to take 2 seconds.
Can do.
I give it a 10.
I'll give it a 9 because I know there's more coming.
Well, the seasons are short.
Yes,
6
I know there's
episodes.
more seasons coming, so I don't want to give it the top yet because I don't know how they're going to top this past season, but it was a fantastic season.
I give it a 10 because at the end, I was like, it felt good. That final episode was fantastic. There's some great moments that actually Shoresy as a character evolves and actually matures.
Yes.
But you still see,
It's crazy. This show, and I said it before when we were talking about it, and you hadn't seen it yet. I'm like, this show has no right to be this good.
Oh, I think it does.
I mean, just like the story, the topic that it's based off of.
A one-note
side character that it was based off of had no business being this good, but is literally probably one of the best sports shows I've seen on television in a long time.
Yes.
Like the hockey, like action sequences are probably right up there with Miracle as like some of the best hockey sequences on film. Like they do a great job of integrating the hockey into the show and everything.
I almost wanted more hockey. This wasn't about hockey this season, though.
No, it was off season.
It was off
so
season.
It's getting into the next season.
Yeah.
And it was a nice transition thing of getting rid of, not going to say getting rid of, but kind of like moving on from the no-show storyline and having the no-show guys be in it to like transitioning it to a younger cast.
Yes.
Because he's going to take over the...
Well, the end is,
the young
spoiler,
team.
Shoresy's going to finally coach.
Yeah, he's going to coach the kid team.
And I love
like the AAA
his
team.
little speech with the kids was really good.
Yeah, everything was really good.
That was well, just the way it was filmed, like he felt it, and it was just like wasn't corny or anything.
Yeah.
Him trying to win over the girl he's into was really well done. And then
the ending where he gets her.
Yeah.
Epic.
Motivating the other kid to do the same.
Yeah.
Like the karaoke stuff.
Yeah. Did you watch through the credits and see the dance sequence?
Yeah, they give you behind the scenes of the dance sequence they did, which was really cool with the dolly.
Good. So good.
Yeah, I give it a 10 because I left 6 episodes made me feel I was like it just such a positive note, and it was just refreshing.
Yeah.
Like a lot of shows we watch are just kind of depressing, and it was just nice to
Severance.
Go out on a win. You felt like you could take on the world after this episode.
Yeah.
And I think the guy who does the directing is fantastic. Like the shots are always amazing, like you said.
Yeah.
The writing is really well. But yeah, Shoresy, a one-note character. He has character growth. This season alone shows a lot of growth.
Probably one of the most like characters with heart of any of the shows that are on TV. Like,
yeah.
There's nothing else that like really has the heart that this show does.
It does. And
like Shrinking, along that same vein. Like there's a lot of heart in the show.
There's a lot of heart shrinking and constantly
too much heart and
pulling out
sometimes.
the heartstrings. I want to cry every episode, even though I love it.
Yeah.
Speaking of shrinking, I'm in the middle of season 2. But yeah, Shoresy, I give it a 10. You give it a 9. Still one of the best shows I've seen this year.
I do have a feeling this is going to become the Mighty Ducks show, the way the Mighty Ducks show should have gone. Because did you guys even look at the Mighty Ducks show at all?
No.
Yeah, Heather Graham was in it.
Yeah.
I had no interest.
No, not Heather. Yeah, Lauren Graham.
Lauren Graham, from Gilmore Girls.
It tried to be that, but was way too depressing. Because like the Gordon Bombay stuff and then the bullying stuff.
Disney Plus was still trying to get its footing too. It wasn't.
I almost have a feeling though that this is going to become the way that they wanted the Mighty Ducks show to become.
I mean,
sort of goofy, fun-loving.
Yeah.
But they had it seeded too much in like depressing. You know, rinks going down.
Yeah.
People are trying to buy it out, and they tried to push the District 5 stuff too much.
Yeah.
You know what's great about Shoresy though? It's minimalist storytelling in a sense, in a good way. It's like it's not like, oh my god, this huge horrible thing's happening. It's just life. It's just simple life stories. That's all it is. It's like a love story. It's simple.
Yeah.
Nothing, no drama.
Yeah, just a guy that played hockey that didn't make it in the big time, but ended up making it too. Like, was a very
And now he's kind of
was a top guy in like
can't do it anymore.
low rent league, basically.
him doing the YouTube show is really funny.
Yeah, Steve Avery, Sean Avery, was classic.
He can't get into it because it's not his thing.
Yeah,
But like it's just small
they want
little.
him to bash like the women, and he's like, I'm not bashing women.
It's just a little small little stories.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It's not over the top.
That's what I mean. Is it felt like the Disney Plus one was too pushed and tried to. I think it was too much.
I don't think anyone watched that show but you, Josh.
I probably
Maybe me
probably
for
not.
like 1 minute. But that's about it.
I totally.
I
forgot.
didn't even finish the second season, so
Yeah,
I don't know.
didn't even know there was a second season. So there you go.
All right, so that's our Shorsey review out of the way.
Yes,
What-
watch it.
Watch
if you
it.
have if you haven't watched it. If you're a sports fan, it's a great show for you to watch. It's on Hulu. It's easy. 6 episodes.
That's great.
You can blow through all 3 seasons now.
4
seasons.
Season 4.
Yeah, that's right.
It's like Letterkenny.
But yeah,
Letterkenny was the same way.
if you don't know what Letterkenny is, you don't really need to.
No,
watch
no.
this.
I'm just
so.
saying it was because I remember you telling me to watch Letterkenny. I was like, oh, but isn't like 12 seasons out or whatever? And you're like, just start watching it. It'll just
Yeah,
You'll
it
go through
blows
it all.
by.
12 seasons, but there was like 7 episodes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they're like half hour each, and they're
Yeah.
quick,
yeah,
and they're classic.
yeah. That's what I mean. Is it's just it
And you can watch them
flows.
anytime.
Yeah.
There's not like anything dating them or anything.
No,
either,
I
so
watch
they're,
the
like,
Halloween
That's
one
what I
every
mean, is
year.
like,
I watch
yeah.
the Christmas one every year. The Easter one I watch every year.
Yeah.
Like the holiday ones I love.
Yeah,
But we should move on because we haven't talked about this. Is last Monday Night Raw with John Cena going full heel and calling
Yes.
out the audience and his
Yeah.
fans.
yeah.
It was crazy. And it's so funny that little kids become the meme
Yes.
constantly. That little poor little
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah.
I watched that live and I was just like, oh my God, he is going full heel,
Yeah.
full tilt.
Yeah.
This is all gas, no brakes.
Yeah.
Well,
How'd you guys, what were your thoughts on it?
do you want me to go or do you want to go,
Mark?
Mark?
Huh?
Do you want to go first? Can I say something first?
Go ahead, Josh.
Go ahead, what's your thoughts?
You're a bigger Cena guy than I am, so
My brother loves Cena.
yes.
Him, but like him going heel, fine, whatever, do that. But you're doing it in the never give up, hustle loyalty, respect stuff. That's the part that feels so weird. It's like you can't do both. You can't be a heel while wearing a helmet that says you never give up.
You can't be a bad guy and still try to sell merchandise.
Right.
No, but you can. You can.
No, because that's what he's going to do.
But that's a
like
problem,
if he's
though.
on the show tonight, he's going to have a different shirt. He's still going to be
The Belgium
Fruity
shirt that-
Pebbles,
yeah.
just in different outfits. That's what Rock called him back in the day.
Yeah,
It
he
was
used to call them
classic.
Fruity Pebbles because
Yeah.
it was
When they were
multiple
battling.
colors.
Listen,
But-
all of them want to sell shirts,
No,
but that's not
no,
the point.
That's
But
not
then-
the point.
But no,
The point
you
is
can
you
do
can't
it,
be
but you
the
have
guy.
to be the bad guy.
You can't say I'm disavowing all my things of when I was the good guy.
He didn't say that though.
Basically,
But he is.
He says I'm not like I've deserved this.
No.
You don't deserve me.
Yes,
You don't deserve this.
He's saying
You don't
it's been
deserve
a
this
toxic
farewell tour.
relationship because you
Yes.
only liked me when
Well,
I was
like you
winning.
don't deserve the farewell tour. I should just
Yeah,
give. This is what you're getting.
yeah.
But don't forget to stop by the merchandise booth on the way out and buy my hat and my shirt and my sweatbands and all my merchandise.
Okay. I think they all sell it. That does.
But
that's
Brian-
not
But they don't
story.
like
But
Drew
they sell it-
McIntyre
they
is a
sell
bad
it-
guy. He's like one of the top bad guys and come out wearing like his gear and like promoting his
Look
outfit.
at Judgment Day.
But then the
They're
ones
all
who
wearing
do,
their gear.
but the
Look at,
ones who do
Yeah, but they're
Broward.
not. But they're terrible. No
But
one likes
Brian,
them.
also their stuff is bad guy stuff.
Yeah.
It shows like wanted posters.
It's
and-
like black.
What you're
and
saying
dark.
to me, what I'm trying to pick up, what you're putting down is it's a mixed signals.
Right.
Yes.
Is what you're saying.
That's
But
a-
see, I'm not perceiving it that way.
Because if you're a bad guy, a la Judgment Day and all these other ones, like your shirts reflect that. Like
Yes,
it's
yes.
a darker shirt. It's a black shirt
Yeah.
with like dark colorings
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But when you have Fruity Pebbles out there in his themed outfit to whatever town he's in,
Yeah.
a la Jey Uso, who's
Yes.
doing the same thing.
Jey Uso does the same stuff.
right.
but Jey
that's the
Uso's a
thing.
good guy.
Yeah, yeah.
And you have the bad guy doing the same thing, it doesn't land as well. And I mean, to be quite honest, I mean, I don't know what everyone else like. I know you guys thought it was a good promo. I didn't think he pulled it off very well.
It wasn't. It wasn't. It was.
I don't think it's not like
Are you not buying it?
I'm not buying it.
No,
It seems forced.
because like I said,
Well, yeah.
it seemed off with
seems
him
like he's saying it,
being
but he's not
good.
thinking it.
Yeah.
It's like he's just saying it to say it because he's being the bad guy. It's not like he's
don't you
emoting
think,
it.
Do you think this is? It's
like when Cody came out and Cody said what he said to
Yes.
to Cena.
Yeah.
He just kind of stood there and took it.
Well, yeah, he has.
Whereas if he was the bad guy,
He
and
would
he
have
was really
punched
going to
him
be
or-
the bad version of John Cena,
yeah,
he would have went up one side of Cody and down the other side with like his
especially with
stuff.
the
Right.
type of guy John Cena is
Used
in
to be.
those burn promos. You know,
Yeah.
he
Well, back
didn't
in the
do
day when
any
he
of that
was
stuff.
John Cena, when he
Yeah.
was the master, the
Dr.
king of
Thumbnomics.
Dr. Thongonomics,
yeah.
like he would come out as like the pseudo good guy and would obliterate people on the microphone.
with his
you
spoken
He
word
kind of just
rap.
like took it and just stood there.
Do you think though that after this match, that this is sort of like,
It's going to be the most expedited face turn ever.
The Rock gave him the signal, he turned. Do we think that there is going to be another signal or something that snaps Cena out of this?
It's going to be such a weird thing. Like, I don't know.
I don't think he's going to win. I think Cody's going to keep it.
It does feel rushed.
I'm not putting
but it also
anything out
feels
there
like
yet because I know we have the picks
Yeah.
coming
We do.
in a couple weeks.
Soon.
I don't want to put any thoughts in anyone's heads
No.
about what I'm thinking of doing.
Okay.
But-
I'm already telling you what I think. But
I know you're all Cody. You love Cody.
yeah.
You're in American Nightmare underwear as you're doing the show.
Okay. First of all, I no for point wise, I don't think John Cena's winning.
All right. So, anyways, I just don't like if like he's leaving at the end of this year, calendar
Yes.
year.
Yes.
You're gonna have to. He's not gonna leave as a bad guy.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm
Well, then-
thinking that
So-
something
hold on,
happens.
Hold on.
There's-
Did you see what happened recently? I guess he tweeted or Instagrammed or something
Yeah.
saying that he's not going to retire now. That came out recently. He says I'm not. You guys don't deserve me to retire. I'm going to stick around forever. I'm going to be part time forever, and you guys just going to
This,
deal
I mean,
with
this
it.
is all part of the.
I think it's
I
all
know.
part of the bad guy.
I know, but it's
thing.
that weird
Like,
thing of-
he's really leaving.
That's
at
what I
the
mean.
end
It's
of the
like
year.
it
That's
just
like-
feels so.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it
wrong.
feels like it's just like he's just putting on the character.
Well, of
Because there's a
course.
rumor out there, like the whole point of like the whole thing of this was, like they went, like this is just rumors, not saying this is what happened, that they went to Cody and asked him to be heel
He said no.
against babyface Cena, and Cody was like, no, I don't want to do that yet. Like I don't want to turn
Well,
when
yeah.
I'm at the top of my
Y- y-
popularity.
It wouldn't be. It wouldn't have been good.
It wouldn't
This-
make sense.
The writers
So-
are in charge. I mean, Triple H and
So
company
yeah, but so
are all in
since
charge of
Cody
this.
wouldn't do it, like I said, they can't have two good guys go against each other. So
No.
Cena had to flip.
Yeah.
So then Cena's like doing it, but he's never been a bad guy.
Yeah, I know. So
He's
it's
been
So
Very
it's not
weird,
like
like
an
yeah.
easy thing to just
watch.
all of a sudden become a bad guy after 20 some odd years of being a good guy.
as much as I agree with you both.
It just doesn't seem like he's all in it. Like, and you could see like the words are coming out of his mouth, but his eyes aren't in it.
Well, he looks dead inside.
It also
He's
feels
dark.
like
But it's not even
got
that.
the
But it just
grimace.
doesn't seem like when you do like when he does facial expressions and stuff, it doesn't seem like he's all into it yet. Like he's working on it and he's getting there, but he's not to that point.
Okay,
yet
this is
where
meta.
He's totally,
We're meta talking because
Well,
I will.
yes, that's what you do.
I will tell you this: when I watched it, as someone who just started getting into wrestling last year, and I was excited for John Cena to come back, my brother's favorite wrestler. It sucks because I really wanted him to continue the good guy streak.
Yeah.
I didn't want to see him turn heel, but it's a big moment. It's got people
Yes.
talking. It's going to make WrestleMania 41 really big.
Yes.
But I agree with you. As I'm watching him do this promo, in my head, I'm thinking, man, I wonder how much this is actually like killing him inside to
Yeah.
be saying these things.
Yeah.
You don't buy it because you know what a good
So
person he is.
that's the difference too. Is the different times of when that happened. Like when Hulk Hogan turned,
That was big.
it was huge.
It's right up
It's
there.
right up there with that. But at that time frame, it wasn't. It was pre social media, like pre when we, like curtain being pulled back
Yeah.
on everything, and us knowing
there was
the
kayfabe.
people
Yes.
that were playing these characters.
And Hulk Hogan wasn't
And
like
Hulk
a big
Hogan,
movie
like-
star. I mean, he did movies,
Well,
but
he
he
was
wasn't
TV
big.
shows and stuff like that. But you weren't like seeing him all these other places.
Yeah.
So I think that's the difference now is Cena's having to deal with that, where he can't just, like, the thing of it is, like, okay, you're now the bad guy, but coming around soon, he's going to have to start promoting Peacemaker. You know, and he's not going to be able to be John Cena the bad guy. He's going to have to be John Cena the guy selling Peacemaker.
Well, don't forget, Rock just did this. Rock was out selling Moana.
Yeah, but The Rock's
2.
not like in a story. It's like...
Yeah, but he was doing press for Moana 2.
Yeah, but
and
it's The
then
Rock,
all of a
and
sudden
people kind of just...
he goes on wrestling
give it
and
up
he's a
to The Rock.
total
The problem
D.
is...
Yeah, but I think people just give it up as The Rock is just The Rock.
The Rock is, you have The Rock, you have Dwayne Johnson.
Exactly.
You have
like
Rocky.
he can like switch that on and
John
off.
Cena is John Cena.
But what I'm saying for me, when I see The Rock promoting Moana 2, like in Hawaii, and then I see him on this, I see the same guy.
Yeah.
But with John Cena, he's the same way. He's an actor.
Yeah.
He's a big actor. Yada yada. You're right. It's gonna be weird. We'll see how it goes.
But
I really feel like something's going to, The Rock. Something's gonna happen where he's going to switch back.
Well, it's gonna
like,
be.
I feel like it's some sort of like they're playing with this whole mind Manchurian
I have a whole
candidate thing.
theory on this, but I'm not going to divulge it
All right,
until
we'll talk
But
about
Mark,
it later.
WrestleMania time because I don't want to divulge
what
anything.
you're saying, though, Mark, makes more sense that they wanted Cody to change.
Yeah.
And he didn't. So they went, oh, well, John, do you want to do it? And he went, yeah, sure, I'll do it.
Yeah.
But then they didn't change
He didn't change anything. And then, then he has to go out and be like, oh, I'm not going to change my music. I'm not going to change how I look. I'm not going to do this. Like, you don't deserve it. It's like, well, that's not the point. The point isn't that we deserve it. The point is, like, you can't come out as Fruity Pebbles when you're angry and mad and not wanting to be that guy.
But he's doing it.
But you're basically being that guy.
But
Like,
Brian,
the guy isn't you.
Brian,
the guy is the outfit.
I think it would...
The guy is the jorts.
This would make more sense if he did come out as anti-John Cena.
If John Cena came out for that promo...
In the black...
Dressed up as basically Cody Rhodes. Suit, tie.
Right.
The new hair replacements. Like, that guy. Came out corporate. Came out to a different theme that wasn't rap.
Right.
Like, just a
If he
straight...
came out like corporate Kane.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like a corporate-y theme song. Like, not bland, but just like regular music. Nothing crazy. And just came out and he was like, you guys don't deserve... the farewell tour. You don't deserve my shirts. You don't deserve like all these things. Those shirts will still sell.
Well, they're going to sell
no matter what.
Yeah.
But if he was out there and like, you know, I'm not going to wear the shirts. I'm not going to wear the hats. I'm not going to come out in the jorts. I'm going to come out like, even if he came out in wrestling gear, like different wrestling gear, like pants or something, like anything that looked completely different than the character that was that guy. Like when Hulk Hogan turned, he went from red and yellow to black and white.
And he dyed his beard.
He dyed his beard dark, and he had a whole different look.
He also went from the, like, underoos to pants. And
like he had, like, the same basic outfit,
I get
but it was a
It
different.
is a mixed messaging because even, like, when he was doing his promo, even though I enjoyed it, it was hard to swallow because he was still dressed up as John Cena.
Yeah.
As the John Cena we know, the lovey-dovey John Cena.
Yeah. Everyone's hero John Cena guy.
But we do know that John Cena did talk. You brought this to my attention, Mark, that like he was on a podcast or something saying how he never had a chance to do the evil Cena.
No, but he has all the stuff for it.
So now he's going out as evil Cena.
Yeah,
I think that's the other thing is if he did come out as, like I said, if he came out as not Fruity Pebbles, but he came out as, you know, either corporate John Cena or
anything
wrestle
different.
John Cena, you know, like
came out as like a serious wrestler guy, had like, if he like, he's not going to be able to because he's doing movies and stuff, but dye his hair or something to make him look different.
But is he coming back out tonight?
Supposedly, yeah.
So maybe
they're under the same roof again.
We still have time that something could happen.
I don't know. I think he'll still come out wearing the shorts. Still come out wearing
I do feel like something's going to happen where
the t-shirt and the hat.
Snap out of it. Like
well,
I feel like he's under some sort of.
Again, I'm not giving you my theory.
That's my theory. I'm giving
because I'm not going to give away my picks.
It's the whole selling of your soul type stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
so
there's
a little bit of a.
He did the sign to him.
There's
a thing going on.
Theories.
No, but like you said, it's the Manchurian Candidate.
Yes.
I got
doesn't really know what's going on.
I got a storyline brewing in my head. I'm just not giving it out yet because I don't.
But I feel like John Cena is doing the Kevin Owens, sort of, because Kevin Owens has been doing this for a while.
The
big
Kevin
old
Owens story is getting
B-word.
old now too. That's getting that's dragging.
But I almost
the
feel like-
Randy Orton stuff on SmackDown was kind of like, all right, whatever. Yeah, we know you guys are gonna fight. You don't need to.
But I feel
make
like
a big deal about it.
I kind of feel like that is the Kevin Owens. It's John Cena version of Kevin Owens, but 10 times. You know,
But
Kevin Owens is like, everybody's mean to me, but now John Cena's like, you're all a toxic relationship.
But I think the problem is, at least with Kevin Owens, he was never really a good guy.
He's always been a tweener, like Randy Orton.
Yeah, like Randy. So
but
you could meld their things into different things.
Yeah.
But even him, he's changed from the fight.
The other thing I think is that they need next year, after Elimination Chamber, there needs to be another show before WrestleMania.
Yeah, it's too long. I was
There's
thinking that
too
the
much
other day.
time. Like where the WrestleMania is this year, being so late, like Easter weekend, and
The last show
Elimination
was in February,
Chamber was
wasn't
end
it?
of February.
yeah,
So you have 2 full months of build.
was 40 days.
It's like 100 days. Like they announced it.
It's
like,
not
the
100
Elimination
days.
Chamber.
No,
you know how long
Brian.
100 days is?
Yeah, Brian. They made that promo. I think it was
Like after
they did it.
Elimination
It was
Chamber,
90
100
days from today.
Yeah, 90 days from today or whatever is WrestleMania.
You know, 90 days is like
3 months.
3
3 months.
Exactly. So because WrestleMania is like at the end
Because
of
they did
November.
90 days was from.
Elimination Chamber was at the beginning of
I think
February.
it was
wasn't
the
it?
first
Like,
Netflix.
all right. When was
Oh,
Elimination
It's
Chamber?
not 100 days, guys. You're
No,
being a
but-
little
No, what I'm
dramatic.
saying, when was
The
Elimination Chamber?
promotion
Elimination Chamber
was February.
was March 1st.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, because Manchester was the next day, and I watched it because I didn't want. We were going to talk about it. Elimination Chamber was March.
So that's
1st,
like 50 some odd days.
And April 19th is WrestleMania.
19th and 20th.
So
That's over
Almost 50 days.
50 days. That's still a long time. Like there should have been at least like a Saturday Night main
Yeah,
event.
that's
or
what I was gonna
something
say.
dropped
At
in.
least a main event.
Just something. It doesn't have to be like a full on pay per view, like a full on PLE, but like a Saturday Night main event or something like that. To kind of like get
Break
rid
it
of
up.
some of these ancillary stories that we don't need.
Or build more ancillary stories.
Yeah,
too.
build more.
49 days.
Yeah,
Yes.
so 50 days.
It's not
So
that.
50 days.
It's not that.
But it's just a long
Oh,
time. It's a
Mark.
long time to try. Like
Mark.
these shows are getting like.
Yeah, but don't.
Like I'm watching Raw and SmackDown this past week.
Yeah.
And besides like the Cena part and some other parts, a lot of the stories are like, oh my god, these are taking forever. Like we have to wait like 3 weeks to find out who's gonna like
Well,
what's gonna happen with the LA Knight storyline.
they're building.
Cool.
they're
Like who
building-
cares about the LA Knight storyline?
I do.
Who cares about the Drew McIntyre storyline?
I do.
With Drew,
I
Damian
like.
Priest.
I like Drew.
It's like they're just gonna fight for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Cool.
But I think
Like now we got CM
do
Punk
agree.
versus Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins.
Yes, I was going to
We're gonna
talk
sit
about
with that for 3 weeks now.
That's fun.
Neat.
That's
what I
gonna be
mean
good.
is it would make more sense if they threw in a Saturday Night main event.
You could have got rid
To
of
at
some
least
stuff.
have-
They could have
or
done.
to build up some stuff.
But Raw has
Yeah.
been
Make
on
it,
fire.
you know.
I mean, Raw has been like we had a steel cage match, which was pretty good. They've been building. I mean, the shows have been pretty good.
Do you know because of that, CM Punk has now fought in 7 stipulation matches since he's come back?
Well, yeah, because he can't do a real match because he's too old. I'll say it.
I don't know. I like CM Punk. I hope he
You
wins.
notice how the
no,
one in
but-
WrestleMania is a
But if you look
stipulation
at
match
it,
too. It's three.
all of his
guys.
matches have been stipulation matches, and now
Yeah,
there's a
because you have to.
now
You
it's
can
a
hide him in
now
a
it's
stipulation
3
match. You can't put him in a real match because he won't last.
Why? He's had
He's
real.
old.
He's had real
He's
matches.
broken down. He
Did
can't
you
do
see?
anything.
What
Did
are you
you
talking
guys?
about? He's had real matches.
Wait, Mark.
No, not like one-on-ones. Just a regular straight match.
Him and Drew McIntyre last year.
That was a stipulation match. There was like a gimmick to it. It was a gimmick match, is what they
That
call
was the
it.
bracelet match.
Well, there was
Like everything's got a
3.
gimmick to it. It's not like there's been a
Well,
regular one-on-one
That's what wrestling
match
is. You
match.
have to have a gimmick to
No,
it.
but not all of them.
Anyway.
Did you see the live event show with CM Punk fighting Gunther?
Yeah, and he got
He
slapped
chopped and
and he
tapped
tapped
out.
And which one?
There was that one of the house shows in Europe during
Oh,
the week.
Yeah.
It was Gunther versus CM Punk.
Oh, jeez.
And Gunther chopped CM Punk so hard that he knocked him down.
Yeah.
And Punk's like chest just turned beet red.
Well, I'm sure.
And he was just like looking at the ref and he's like, "Can I tap out for this?
He
Like,
literally,
I don't want to do this anymore."
Right, he literally rolled over and went, so I can...
He's like, "Can I go now? I don't want to do this. This is a
Oh.
bad idea."
So Monday Night Raw. Oh no, I was watching SmackDown because I always forgot that it was Drew. It was that tag team. It was Drew, Uso, Jimmy Uso, Shinsuke,
and Damien.
and Damien. Yeah, and I had to watch it on YouTube.
As Claire asked, "Why is this happening?" I'm like, well, you know, you got to get guys in a show somehow.
Yeah, it was I mean, good,
Got
but
to move stories along somehow.
the camera angle they took during one of that match, it was like, oh, give away the secret sauce. I mean, we all know what's happening, but Drew was slamming someone's head.
Damien's.
Was it Damien?
Yeah.
You're right. So he's slamming Damien's head against the mat.
Yes.
But the camera angle was just not
Too close.
Too
And
close.
you
It
could
gave
see
it
that he
away.
wasn't hitting the ground. You could see it was
So Drew takes
Damien's hands like hitting the mat.
No, it was Drew's hands.
Oh, was it Drew's hands? Yeah.
So he takes him by the head,
and like throws it down. Hits
but,
the mat.
But before his head hits the mat, his hands go underneath the head and
Yeah.
slam.
Yeah.
So he does it so quickly, and it
Yeah.
was so cool to see it.
Yeah.
But I was like, it's not a good shot. Like
Yeah.
that should have been from above.
Yeah,
Because
or on the side or
the
something.
low, it gave it
yeah.
away what he was doing.
Well, that's like what's her face? That's now the NXT champion.
Stephanie Vacour.
Yeah, her thing where everyone's like, "Oh man, she's really slamming those people's heads into the match." It's like,
Yeah.
no, it's her knees.
no,
Yeah.
no,
You
no.
can see it,
Yeah.
especially when they do that one angle. You can see it's like
Yeah.
it's just
I mean, sometimes you just can't.
You
catch
can't
it
help
'cause
it.
Yeah,
It's
you can't,
live.
yeah.
and-
Plus, they're doing their job. It's
Yeah.
the camera people not to get
Yeah.
that shot. But
Yeah.
anyway, I like when I see stuff like that because it's interesting to me.
Yeah.
But also, the way I watch wrestling is, you know, they're a good wrestler when you don't notice those things.
Yes.
And they work. They work so well together, and they
Yeah.
can put a good show on.
Yeah.
But then when you see two people and they just are not meshing, and it's kind of an awkward match.
No chemistry.
No, it's like it makes those people stand out. You like Drew McIntyre knows what he's doing.
oh, like
he's like the
every,
best of the
every
best.
Valkyrie match. I mean, like every Valkyrie match where you're sitting there going,
Yeah.
"This is still going
Unfortunately,
on."
I like her, but
Yeah,
she's
she's-
still learning.
It's gotten so bad recently.
so
like
bland, it's
no,
not funny.
I don't know if it's her or people
It's
just
like putting white toast in a ring.
because she was good.
no
She
butter
was
on
good
it.
with NXT,
Yeah.
but she moved up.
Even
It's-
NXT,
it's
she had no
like,
personality.
yeah.
Unfortunately, I think she is good, but there's still room.
She's
for,
technically good, but has no personality.
room for improvement. Giving her the belt, I don't know. Maybe it's going to help her, but
Well, I think that's what they're
Like-
hoping it was going to do.
I mean, it's also tough when
Yeah.
you're like the counterpart to that is Chelsea Green.
Oh yeah,
well, yeah, she's on fire.
Like
right
when
now.
you're like
she's owning the
you're-
belt.
your counterpart to your
yeah.
belt is killing it
Oh God.
and is more over than probably any other women's champion in the whole company.
Chelsea Green's got it on point. I mean,
Like,
she's playing that belt, but like she's
But
having a
about
lot of
time.
fun.
Yeah.
and people
but the
love
other
her.
thing is, it's about time they finally did something with Chelsea Green like that.
Well, her character is like perfect now. Like
Yeah.
they finally found the perfect character for her.
Well, yeah, she's playing up the whole
Like
president
even like she gets to
thing.
like
And now she has
keep Alba
Alba Fire.
available. Like
Well, she came
and
back
rope
out of
rope
her
into the
out of her tag team.
or tag team partner got it released. So,
Yes, I know. So she came back.
Yeah. So they
Um,
had something for her to do.
Um,
But it's a good place for her. Like,
Yeah.
to be collecting the foreign wrestlers.
Yeah, but when
To be her
your contemporary
Secret
is
Service.
And let's
on
talk
her own
about-
not doing that well, it's like you could see the duality going.
Hmm.
Okay, why is the USA Championship working so well,
Yeah.
and the Intercontinental one is like
but
matches
Well,
happen
because
and
the
people
thing
really
is
don't care.
with the Intercontinental Championship, the mid card on Raw of female wrestlers isn't as good as the lower division on SmackDown. That's the thing. Outside
yeah.
of like Liv, Rhea, Raquel, like that grouping, and Bailey, who's also in that like top tier women's wrestlers. There's no other like anything underneath that really. It's like you don't like
and
you
the one
can't-
and if the ones that are fighting amongst themselves.
yeah
So you do have your
yeah
what is it Naomi, Jade,
Yeah. and you've like wasted the tag team titles. You're putting them back on Liv and Raquel, so
Yeah.
it's like you can't try to bring up any other people from the lower levels because there's no like the issue is there's no upward trajectory. That's the problem.
right.
There's no like, and like tonight Raquel's fighting Lyra for the Intercontinental Championship.
Yes.
So it's like, okay, so if you put the belt on her, like say the Raquel wins, since she has 2 belts, and then like Liv Like, what's gonna happen there? Like, then is they gonna have another like? So there's no like.
Yeah,
There's no storytelling that's
right
like,
now. It's kind of
captivating.
spinning the
Yeah,
wheels.
Yeah,
there is
like
no
if
other,
of all the good stuff that's happening on the men's side, the women's side, there's like 2 stories, 3 stories maybe,
They kind of took it
and
on.
everything else is kind of like just
Like,
like
how many
floating.
other like women are there on Raw outside of Damage Control? Well, outside of Damage Control, you have.
Well, you have Dakota, you have
But she's
Ivy,
Niles.
Ivy Nile.
Oh, and Jade's back in.
But
She's
that's
on
but-
SmackDown.
Yeah, I know, but I'm so happy she's now on her own because
Yeah.
originally I was like, man, she would stand out as a on her own.
Yeah, well,
wrestler.
she's gonna be doing the Naomi thing at WrestleMania. so
Yeah,
that's gonna be going
that was
on.
good.
But yeah, so it's
Hold on. Let's talk about the one guy who does more promos but hasn't wrestled in forever. What's his face there? That's trying to like turn everybody to the dark side.
Oh,
Karen Cross.
Karen Cross.
well, he got rid of his whole.
Yeah, he got
faction.
sort of
Yes, it's just
No.
him
got
and his
neutered,
girl.
So it's just him and his wife.
Hold
and that's
on.
about it.
Have you guys noticed how every time he's trying to turn someone, he reflects them by wearing their hairdo?
Yes.
Oh,
he
he
did the
mentioned
AJ
it.
style
Yes.
hairdo.
He
I'm like,
mentioned
oh
it.
my god.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Someone mentioned it. I think it was
Yeah.
it was the CVV with
Yeah.
Will Sasso.
Yeah,
He mentioned it because he's like every time he goes to talk to somebody.
Yeah, he's
he's
wearing.
got their
He has
hairstyle.
He-
because when you talk
actually-
to
Like when he talks
Seth
to Sammy,
Rollins,
he
he
has
had
this
the
crazy
the
hair.
top
he has
knot.
like the
and-
thing. When he talks to AJ, he's got the long.
He's
flat
trying
hair. He's
to show
He's
them
trying to be the
dark,
devil on their shoulder.
the dark
kind of.
side
Yeah.
of them, like
Yeah.
reflection. But
Yeah.
I'm like, when is this guy
Like
going
his
to
Instagram
wrestle?
is classic too. Like his Instagram, like he does, like
What is he
he'll
gonna do?
be standing on the curtain, like
What
off
the-
the side of the like in the back, and
Just
like
like-
looking at things that are happening on this thing. Like when AJ attacked
Yeah.
Logan Paul, and he's like, yeah, see, we it worked. And his wife's like, we did it, we got him to.
Because they did this,
Yeah,
she
we're
did
getting
this,
a
like we're puppet master.
mastering him.
But
It's
like,
like-
when is he's actually like? I don't think I've seen him wrestle in a
I'm
very long
wondering,
time.
Brian. I'm wondering if he is supposed to be the new member of Judgment Day.
That's well,
Yeah, because Dom had like
they're
there's something
looking.
with them and Dom
They're
from back in the day.
They're looking
so.
for a new member, and they mentioned Penta, and I'm like, that would not be a good mix.
Well, no, because that's what they're gonna bring his brother in.
Ray.
no, I know,
Then
but
they're
they
go up
mentioned
against the Judgment Day.
they mentioned bringing Penta into the Judgment Day.
Yeah, I know.
and they-
But I'm saying
But that's
Penta's brother is joining WWE. That's the,
I saw
the guy
that.
who's
Gotcha.
the other video.
Oh, is he?
And then
the-
I think
Ray
the
Phoenix.
who's the secret?
Aleister Black is the other one.
The guy that's like we don't know who he is.
Number
He's-
4.
He's doing the
no.
Chad Gable
Who's the
stuff.
who's the
That's Chad Gable.
No, Chad Gable. There's another guy. Everybody thinking it's Chad Gable as a luchador, or
It is Chad Gable.
but it's not Chad Gable. Chad Gable will be talking, and then you'll see the guy in the background. It's happened twice now, where the guys come
It's
out
so-
with a
it's so
mask.
bad.
But then they just say it really is Chad Gable. They just have other
They
people.
keep saying
just
it's not
playing
Chad
it.
Gable.
I know, but I mean,
I don't think it doesn't look like Chad Gable. It's too tall.
it could have been one of the Creed brothers, the tall
No.
Creed brother.
No, it's happened twice. We don't know who it is. I don't think it's going to be anybody we know. I think it's going to be someone new.
Boy, Brian, you're so
You think?
so naive.
I don't think it's going to be Chad
Yes, it
Gable.
could be Chad Gable.
It doesn't look like Chad Gable.
Okay.
I do think it's funny how the mask sort of reminds me of when Hulk Hogan went lucha.
Yeah, he is Mr. Patriot.
Yeah, he's
It doesn't look like Chad Gable.
Mr.
though.
America.
I don't
Mr.
think
America.
it's going to be Chad Gable. It's going to be someone
Yeah,
new.
we'll see.
It's going to be someone. All right, we'll find out. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. I don't think it's going to be Chad Gable.
Maybe you're wrong.
Maybe you're wrong.
Hey Mark, we'll make it a bonus point.
Yeah, we'll make it a bonus
Oh,
point.
I was thinking bonus points for WrestleMania. We could do a men's and women's like we talked about. Like, do you think a men wrestler that hasn't shown up in a long time will show up, or a women's wrestler? Or we
Who's
just do a
your
combo?
random appearance?
Yeah, like I think that we were talking about bonus points.
Because we
It'd
did
be
that.
like-
We did that with Royal Rumble of who's your, out there. We were talking about
Yeah,
who would be your surprise entrant into
like
the
we
Royal
could
Rumble.
do a men's division and women's. We
Well, I
could say
think
a
that's what they're
man
like.
or
If they're
woman.
leading towards like the multi-team match at WrestleMania for
Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins.
the
No,
other
no.
one, with all the tag teams, with the Street Profits, Pretty Deadly,
It hasn't been official
Ministry
yet.
Machine Guns, DIY.
That hasn't been official.
like
whoever
like
else.
they did with the Hardy Boys.
So I
at
think
the
they might do
last
something like that with the
WrestleMania.
Hardy Boys and have like the
Hardy
Lucha
Boys.
Brothers reappear or something.
Yeah.
Because Penta's been like kind of like not really promoted like he was
He's on
when he
fire.
first came back.
He's on fire right
I
now.
know, but you're kind of like you're not like seeing him as often as you were.
What are you talking about? Penta's been on like almost every Monday. He's wrestled.
I know, but he's not like. I think they're like
What are
when
you
his
talking
brother
about?
comes
They're-
back. I
they're
think they're
set-
gonna put
no.
his brother with him.
What Mark's saying is that they're not doing a lot of the second ancillary interview stuff, and
Yeah,
but they sort of did the same thing with
but there's also a thing of me
Yeah.
that thinks that they might just put his brother on SmackDown
Yeah,
and leave him on Raw
I think so. Because like,
for now.
he
Because I didn't catch on Raw if they played those videos that they played on SmackDown.
which ones?
The like,
I can't remember they
teaser
did. I don't
videos.
remember
So
them
his
doing
brother
it.
coming back? No,
yeah,
I didn't see him.
I have a feeling
watched,
he's going to be the SmackDown, and then
yeah,
I watched Raw live. I didn't see him.
yeah. Because Aleister Black's thing is also on SmackDown.
Okay, yeah.
That was the number 4.
Number 4.
That was
The
in like, the
video.
smoke in the black.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
That's Malachi Black from AEW is now coming
Oh,
back.
okay, yeah. As of right now, for WrestleMania 41, as of right now, this is obviously subject to change. You have Cody Rhodes, John Cena, Tiffany Stratton, Charlotte Flair,
Yes,
Gunther, Jey Uso,
correct.
Iso Sky, Bianca
Otherwise known
Belair,
as Io Sky.
Io Sky, sorry, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins.
Yes,
Which
I think that's going to be the
Saturday.
main event for Saturday.
Yeah, me too.
And then
how many
Cena-
matches is that, Brian? That's
Six.
that's
Six.
six.
And
So there's at least 6 more that they're
Yeah.
going to throw in there somewhere.
Yeah. But anyway, we'll talk more. I'm still it's still a lot of fun. I enjoy watching it every Monday on Netflix. And yeah, I'm excited to do our picks. I'm getting pumped.
The end of the year,
This
end of the season.
we gotta also
Winner takes the belt.
yeah. Josh, is your sister like? If we all go to watch it at Mark's on Sunday night, are you?
We
We
gotta
have to
talk about
discuss
that.
we
it.
gotta talk about.
We
That.
gotta talk about
Discuss it.
Okay. All right, we should talk about Daredevil, Born Again, episode 4.
Yes.
Am I talking over you, Josh? I wasn't sure.
No.
Okay.
Return to the Punisher.
Return of Frank Castle.
Yes.
Not really the Punisher per se.
Well, he
just
is the
Frank,
Punisher.
Frank Castle.
Yeah.
We know
I'm
it's
sorry.
not the Punisher that's taken out
Yes. Yes.
these guys.
Yes.
Fanboys.
Fanboys. Frank Castle calls a bunch of fanboys.
Yes.
Obviously, he knows what happened to Foggy, aka
Yes.
Froggy.
Yes.
There are some words exchanged.
Yeah.
which
Got
were-
intense.
Very intense. This episode, not a lot happened, but it was an
A
emotional.
lot happened without
I-
you knowing about it. Though.
Right. It
A
was
lot
an-
happened.
also-
a lot of
it-
stories got moved forward without.
I think, yeah.
It's a move
definitely
forward
He
episode.
introduced Denise that's gonna take over White Tiger.
Yeah.
Sort of. I mean,
That's who in the comic books. That's who takes over White
I know,
Tiger.
but she seemed
so
like
that's like your young Avenger person.
maybe.
Yeah.
That's gonna happen.
No, that's
She's definitely gonna be the young Avenger.
With
She's gonna
the
end
way
up
they're
with
setting
that
it up,
other group.
Brian, that's definitely going to be the Young Avengers with.
Yeah.
You know what I
Kate
like about the
Bishop
show?
and-
I don't
Yeah.
have to think about anything else.
No,
I
no.
just
Yeah.
enjoy this one show.
But it's a nice little just nod to.
Yeah, but that's
oh,
gonna
yeah.
that's gonna
yes,
happen.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Um,
The Fisk story got moved farther along.
yeah, we find out that him and his estranged wife right now, they're trying to patch things up.
Yes.
She had some sort of affair
with
with
some
this guy.
Who
When
he's keeping
Fisk
as a
was
prisoner
away.
in
At the
cellar.
very end, he's eating.
as he goes down and eats food, he like
he's torturing
cheat
him.
meals
He's torturing
in front of
him.
the guy. Yeah.
Well, it's a little bit of he's punishing himself
Yes,
by
for doing
gorging,
this.
but he's
Yes.
also punishing Adam by eating in front of him.
Yes,
Yes.
because Adam obviously has a huge beard and very skinny because he's been down there for a
Yes.
while. So he's
Yeah.
torturing him with all this food.
Correct.
Didn't see that coming. I was
Well,
like,
you know,
But I do have to say the one thing
high
about
ups in
this
government,
episode.
that's what they do now.
yes, yes.
They punish the people who wronged them
by eating
by eating food in front of them.
Yes, that's what you do.
Yeah.
I do have to say the one nice thing.
I could see someone going down to like the border and having a plate of food on the other side of the fence
KFC maybe.
as people
McDonald's.
like sit on the other side waiting to come into the
Starving.
country.
Yeah.
I'm not saying who, but I'm just saying it could happen.
Okay.
I would not be astonished to see that happen.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you guys, when you watch this, it felt like they're losing the good side? You know, they're moving away from the face of what they were and becoming going back to what they used to be.
Who are you talking about? Kingpin?
Both of them.
Kingpin and Daredevil.
Because it felt like
both,
it started off with the good.
They started off in
everything
they
starting
started
to
off
fall
with their
apart.
good intentions of wanting to not be Daredevil.
Yeah.
Wanting to turn right and be Kingpin, not be Kingpin anymore.
Be the mayor.
Just be Fisk and be the mayor and do everything by the books. And
Yes.
Fisk starting to see the things he has to jump through to make things happen.
Well, especially with Fisk.
I don't when I was doing my old way.
Habits are hard.
Yeah, when I was doing it the old way, I would just do what I wanted, and I wouldn't have to go to get a permit. I wouldn't have to do all these things.
Because definitely this stuff at the docks where he was.
Yeah, he's like, "What do you mean I have to go to do all these surveys and everything? Just build it. Let's just get it done."
And then the worst part is he's like, "I'm going to do this. I'm going to do all this work and build the city up." And then she goes, "No, you got to fill out the permits. You got to get this council person. You got to And then he goes to the two things that he's saying. We built this city, so it's just digging in that you can't build this city because you have to fill out paperwork and you have to go through channels and
you can't build it on rock and roll. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Everybody was singing
The
that.
worst song ever.
Built this. He's just
but that's what I mean. It was that earworm of you can't build this city because you have to go the right way.
Do all the things.
So
you follow the rules.
That's why nothing.
Well, let's talk about Daniel, his boy. He screwed up.
Gandolfini.
I didn't understand at first. I was like, okay, I know he's at a party. He's hanging out with BB. I thought he was supposed to.
It wasn't BB though. It was some other lady.
No, it was BB.
Was it BB and another girl?
Oh, okay.
But the whole point was, from my understanding, was that he was supposed to warm up to her and get her to kind of work with Fisk.
Brian, they were friends beforehand.
I understand.
They were friends beforehand. So
but
this is just their normal Saturday night.
Fisk was wanting her.
Wants to meet it with her again.
Yes, and I thought that was what it's about. But then they end up hanging out, and then he ends up spilling tea.
Well, because he's got
drunk.
a thing for her. So
Well, he spills tea because he's under the influence.
You want to try to play a little cool. I know things. I'm on the inside.
But it was I think the scene between him, Heather.
I don't think BB was the one that leaked it either. I think it was the other girl that leaked it.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, but
because BB would have been on her.
No, it was on her blog, wasn't it?
No, it was on
a news.
It was on regular news, so it might.
So I think it was the friend, not BB.
BB might have done it, but did it so it didn't fall on her.
No, because she seems like she'd rather put it on her YouTube show.
Maybe.
Ask some random people about it on the street, or the guy eats a pizza. Tell me, what do you think about if Fisk were to privatize the garbage?
Yeah. Needless to say, that scene was really well done. It was very intense.
Didn't hit close to home at all.
Duality of life.
Didn't hit reality at all. That part.
Art imitating life.
Yeah, that's for sure. I was like, oh wow. Yeah.
So that was a good scene, and that whole obviously what's going on there with Matt Murdock still having not dealt with Foggy's death, and then seeing.
Well, we can tell he hasn't done that. He still carries around his picture every day.
Yeah,
and,
Frank Castle kind of
around the horn, the Daredevil horn.
Yeah, I know. Meeting Frank Castle kind of made him face reality a little bit. And I think, obviously, Matt Murdock is getting, like you said, he's being torn down just playing by the rules. He's like, I don't know how long I can do this. Yeah. Maybe Daredevil needs to come back.
Well, and also, then he goes out at the night and, stares into the closet with all the Daredevil helmets and everything. And
and then he started training again.
Yeah, they started training.
Yeah. I think it's also, I just thought about this, the interesting contrast where Daredevil goes to the rooftop to train,
and the other one goes to the dungeon.
Kingpin goes
to the
down
basement.
in the basement to
torture,
to be back to his old ways.
Yeah.
They both go back to being their old ways. One goes up, one goes down.
Yeah.
Symbolism, contrast.
Look at you.
Look at that.
Picking up symbolism.
Bada bing, bada boom, done, Sarno.
Oh, I cut that at the perfect time. Jeez.
An hour and 10 minutes in. And you were going so well. And you hadn't Bryaned once. And then you just Bryaned.
That was my Italian.
And then you just Bryaned.
My Italian hands all over the place.
The streak continues.
But it wasn't just Kingpin and Matt either. Because he also had the Muse stuff. With the paint, the graffiti.
We finally see the serial killer
that's what I mean,
the first time.
Yes.
He just shows up at the end.
jabbing a guy in the leg.
He has him over his shoulder. They go back to him later on in the episode. He's sucking blood on
Yes.
him or something.
Ryan, so in the comic books,
I'm
no,
aware.
So I don't know this I don't know this villain. So describe it to me, Josh.
it
Tell me who
is
this
it
person
is
is.
basically Banksy the bad guy.
So he paints in blood.
He paints in blood, so all the stuff around.
Oh,
you
so
know,
the
blood.
But it's funny because like
so they're
all
saying
this
all the graffiti that's
all
on
this
the walls
graffiti
is him?
Muse. That's him. Like you can see it on the bottom. You'll see Muse like in that white box with black lettering.
Oh, okay.
It's all from blood.
But it's sort of funny how he's portraying, like he had the white tiger one,
Like the
thanking
triggered
him,
one.
the triggered one. He's showing people the dirt and the stuff that's going
Yeah.
on while he's killing people.
Yeah.
So there's a
serial
duality there too of, is he good? You know, he's doing good by like letting people see what's going on.
Yeah.
You know, White Tiger was basically the angel of the area.
Yeah.
Cops are triggered and they have
Yeah.
the Statue of Liberty and the buildings and everything on the Punisher
Yeah,
logo.
and they're the ones that killed.
Yeah. And then
White
what was
Tiger.
the other one? The Kingpin,
Yeah.
where he has the king and then
Pin.
showing that
With
he's
Two-Face.
King Mare.
he's
Yeah.
two-faced. So
Yeah.
you have his being the light side showing people the truth
Yeah.
while he's killing people.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting because this Wednesday we get 2 episodes.
Yes.
And I
Ooh.
feel like these 2 episodes,
Pivotal episodes.
they are pivotal. I think Daredevil obviously comes
Returns.
back, but I also feel like
Yeah.
we're going to get more about this
Character.
this
Yeah,
Muse
bad guy.
character.
Yeah.
Because it is late in the game.
Yeah. And he's going to kidnap somebody that Daredevil likes because that's how it usually starts.
But that's
Like
I
an
mean,
ally to
what's the
Daredevil. I
mean,
trigger?
it could be
What's
Karen.
the trigger?
Yeah.
It could
Well,
be
no,
Karen.
she's in California.
She's in California, so it'd be someone that's local. So maybe the therapist. Maybe it's
No, Kristen.
maybe it's the guy that is the Muse, the guy that was at the book signing.
Yes,
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So-
It's probably gonna be the
Yes.
girlfriend.
Oh, the therapist.
That's what I'm saying.
Ooh.
the girlfriend. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's so funny how they threw you off. They had a creepy guy come over first, and you're like, that guy's sketchy.
Yeah.
But then this guy who comes up and he's all nice, well kept.
Oh,
and I'm
yes.
like,
the-
wait a minute, that's okay.
Yeah.
They're throwing us
Yeah.
off here.
But then like, you still have the what's going to happen when Kingpin realizes that his therapist is dating Matt.
Yeah.
That's the other thing of
Yeah.
what's going to happen there is because like there's got to be a comeuppance of what do you mean that's your girlfriend?
Yeah,
What do
it's
you-
either.
Well, I mean, it's also the thing of like, I mean, that's just more of that's. I don't know. That seems like a cop out writing thing, but I mean, I understand what they're gonna do with
No,
it.
no.
But it's like I mean, she's sworn to not talk about her patients, so
Yeah,
she wouldn't
yeah.
talk about.
Oh, I know she won't,
them.
but you're gonna get that.
You're gonna get that weird
Kingpin
thing
going,
where he's gonna be
"What do
like,
you
I
mean?"
don't know. What do you mean?
It's gonna come out,
Yes.
but by accident.
Yeah.
like she's not gonna tell him.
Well, they're
but
gonna
I-
run into each other somewhere.
Something's gonna
or
happen.
some
Well,
event.
Yes.
Because if you watch the trailers, there is that one scene of them dancing. You know, Matt and
Yeah.
the therapist,
Yeah,
and it looks like it's at a gala.
Oh,
Yeah.
And I'm
yeah.
wondering if he's
Kingpin.
invited and goes,
like a
and then
ball or something or something.
and
like
then-
that.
she introduced. Oh, these are people I know, and it's just like, oh,
You know what, though?
Yeah, he
Because
can't like she can't say
Kingpin-
like, oh, these are my patients.
Yeah.
Kingpin is so paranoid.
Yes. Well,
that
that's what I
even
mean.
though she wouldn't say a word, it's gonna eat at him,
Yes,
going,
yeah,
"Oh
yeah.
my God,
He's gonna know what's going on. with
Daredevil
me and
now
my
knows
wife.
everything that I've ever
Yeah.
said. He knows my weakness."
Yeah, that my wife doesn't like me and all this
Or
stuff.
that
Oh, the
my
paranoia
wife
is
cheated
gonna
on
be
me.
alive. Yeah.
Or especially if
The insecurity.
anything ever comes up of
Insecurity.
Adam,
Yeah,
Matt's gonna be like, well, where's Adam? Because it was brought up in the episode of, oh well,
whatever
have
happened
you
to
guys
Adam?
talked? Oh,
he
we
said,
don't know.
we don't know what happened to him. He just disappeared.
So
yeah.
there's a little bit of a, if Kingpin thinks that Matt has any idea that
well,
this
the third
guy's-
part of it too
yeah.
is like they're just working on fixing the marriage, but when the wife finds out that he's been
That's the other.
torturing Adam this whole time,
Yes, there's no.
Don't think
coming
that's
back.
gonna go great.
Especially with the painting from the Netflix series was on the
Yeah.
wall. That
Yeah.
was the thing he walked past with the blood splatter.
yeah,
That was the ending scene of was it the final episode
Yeah.
of Daredevil?
yeah,
Because that's the thing that they bought together. It's a rabbit in the snow.
yeah,
And then they kept the blood on it because,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
We'll see. So we get 2 episodes,
Two
and
episodes.
we're approaching the third
We
arc
are.
of the story
We are
after this.
moving
Because we're in the
along.
middle now.
Yeah, we're going right into the
Yeah.
middle.
Yeah, we're right in the heart of it.
Right in the heart.
It was 9 episodes, and we're at
9 episodes.
5.
We're at 5 and 6 this week.
Yeah, and then so that means we'll
Tomorrow.
be 3 left. And
we're up 5 and 6. You're right, and then the last 3.
Yeah.
And is it single episodes after this?
Yes.
So,
Then we got a week off, I think, and then Andor
no,
starts.
you're talking about in between.
Yeah. All right.
So you got to finish Andor season 1.
I know. I got to watch episode 3 still.
Yeah, you got to get moving.
It's good, Brian. You liking it so far though?
Yes, I liked episode 1 and 2. I just stalled because of other things. Keeping up with Monday Night Raw, keeping up with Daredevil.
Severance is going to start.
I finished Shorsey, so I will probably watch episode 3 of Andor sometime this week because I'm gonna have to watch Monday Night Raw tomorrow because I'm working tonight.
Yeah, and Severance just stopped last night. This last week.
We're gonna watch Severance. We gotta catch up with that.
All right.
We got wrestling this weekend.
Get your thinking cap on.
Got a lot going on.
Man, if this was it reminds me of when you talk about Twin Peaks. That's what Severance reminds me of. This season of Severance.
Yeah, it's crazy, huh?
It's like
this
is why I didn't watch Twin Peaks. There's too much thinking involved. I don't want to do all this thinking while I'm watching TV.
That was me with
I love Severance. Season 1 was fantastic.
it was great.
That was me in Westworld. I tried watching it and it started going.
Well, Westworld towards the end got kind of kooky.
Yeah, people didn't seem to.
The last season was bad.
It went too far.
Yeah, it went too far out the box.
People loved the first season.
First season was amazing. Second season
was like the movie. Season was like the movie.
Yeah, second season was kind of and then the third season was just craziness.
Yeah, people just kind of dropped off. And
they went into the world, they got out of, they went into the real world of whatever world they're in.
Yeah.
And then the robots from Westworld started showing up in the real world, and time would freeze, and if you made any movements, they'd kill you. It was a whole thing.
Yeah.
It was really weird.
Well, it's deleted from HBO Max, so nobody can ever watch it.
Yeah, no one ever watched it.
Oh,
I never even
did they
finished
kill
the
it?
season.
Yeah.
I never even finished the series.
They actually took it off, which is crazy.
Yeah, they had a dispute with the distributor.
No, they just deleted it from the server because people weren't watching it.
No, I thought there was an issue with the distributor or something.
It was an HBO show.
I know, but it wasn't. It was produced.
I don't think it was an HBO production.
HBO.
Yeah,
it was like a WB thing.
Let me see.
No, I don't.
I want to say it was something else.
They just got rid of it because
I thought there was some issue with
I don't think there was an issue with it.
Issue where they took it off.
Got rid of it, just like Willow.
Well, that was just because it was bad.
They just deleted it.
Yeah.
They just said, you know what? This is taking up a lot of space. Delete.
There's no space. It doesn't take up any space whatsoever.
Yes, it takes up a lot of space.
It doesn't take a lot of space.
It was literally, they just cut it to make space.
See?
The series was,
Mark, you do
was
know
one of
that...
several removed from HBO Max in December 22 because they're trying to sell it.
Yeah.
To somebody else because they just didn't want it.
That's what it was.
People weren't coming to HBO to watch Westworld anymore.
Well, no. A lot of people come to HBO Max to watch a lot of things, but they still cap it on there.
The thing is,
you can stream it,
farms.
But it's on Tubi now.
Oh, it's on Tubi. So there's massive buildings with servers
on the WB TV
that
channel.
House all this stuff.
Yeah, but it was filmed by WB, right?
It says it's on WB TV.
Yeah, because it was a WB show.
Yeah, but it had nothing to do with that. It had more to do with.
I thought there was also
Warner
some
Brothers
other
wanted
thing,
to sell
WB
it.
was trying to get another season or something, and
no, they didn't want to pay for the space to have it stored.
It costs money to keep these.
But I'm saying
things.
HBO. Yeah, that's what it was. There was something like that.
So Disney Plus, all these places.
I know there's a space thing, but I remember that
money.
there was a thing when Westworld was being pulled off HBO. It wasn't so much that HBO was getting rid of it for space. It was that WB didn't want to pay to keep it on HBO Max.
They have to pay for it.
But that's what it means. It says that they were shopping it around because they didn't want it to be free. They wanted it to be paid for.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because
it was like a thing.
It might have been WB
and who cares?
wanted.
It's not that worth it.
I know it's a Westworld.
It really doesn't have anything to do with anything.
But it's still weird.
We should wrap it up
Yes.
because I got to get to work.
Yes.
We've been doing. It's been a long show.
Not really. It's around 20 minutes. Not that bad.
Oh my lord!
But anyways,
all right.
As always, we'll be back next week. More Daredevil. We'll have 2 episodes to talk about next week, so we'll be diving deep into that.
Mythic Quest
season finale as well
this week,
and so much more. Well, I'm pretty sure 9,000 other things will happen this week.
Yes,
I know some trailers have dropped recently that we haven't even touched on because we haven't even gotten around to it yet. But All that and so much more next week.
Make a
As
list of it.
always, be safe, be well, be kind.
Rewind. Please like and subscribe. Good night, Rocky.
See you, Bobby. Feel better, Howard.